So average points per game, Tampa Bay has a slight edge. Points allowed per game, Minnesota is better. Look at their home record; they're 4-0, so they'll look to stay undefeated. And our road record is 0-2, so definitely not good. You could see the quarterback statistics are somewhat similar, but Christian Ponder, they like to run that West Coast type offense. They don't throw the ball downfield, so his completion percentage is a lot higher, and that's why Percy Harvin has like 50 something catches, 53 catches, 577 yards. Vincent Jackson, look at that average yards per catch. I just wish he would have scored in that New Orleans game and not got stopped at the 1. Martin, 408 yards. Peterson is killing though. Look at that, 652. And if you look at team averages and NFL ranks, you'll see how closely ranked these teams are. Total yards per game, Tampa Bay at 347. Minnesota at 336. Rushing, Minnesota at 132, Tampa Bay at 102. And then there's your big differences there. Yards allowed, Tampa Bay 399. Passing yards allowed, we're allowing 100 more yards passing. So I just wanted to show y'all the stats so y'all can see how evenly matched these two teams are. Alright, catch up with y'all tomorrow. Out. One more statistic to take note of. The last time the Vikings beat Tampa Bay was in September 30th, 2001. They won 20-16, but the last 5 games Tampa Bay has won. And I remember the September 18th, 2011 game. I remember watching that game. Donovan McNabb was the quarterback. The Vikings were up 17-3, and the Bucs made the 24-20 comeback. So I remember that game. So we'll see if we can take this thing to 6-1 tonight. All right, out. Yo, what up, YouTube? This your boy Hillsborough 34 coming back at you. Talk about this Week 8 win for the Bucs. New subscribers this week: Slick Nick and Brandon's Willie 1. So to start off this week, NFL Network, they called my coach out again, Greg Schiano, for his stubborn play calling against the Saints. And they're basically talking about when we got down on a 1, when Vincent Jackson failed to get into the end zone, and we basically ran the ball 3 consecutive times with LeGarrette Blount, and then ran a rollout and still didn't get in. So going into this game, even here at work and other people that I know, they weren't giving the Bucs a chance to win this game. I was, at least from the people I know, I was the only one saying, I think we're going to win this game. I think we're going to win this game. Everyone else was coming up with excuses. Oh, they're on a short week and they're just coming off an emotional loss. But the whole time I felt like we had a really good chance to win this game, because I like to read between the lines, and I see things coming together for the Bucs. And I just feel like we're getting better and better each week. So I felt, and then as you can see in the comparison, the teams were very evenly matched. So really it came down to turnovers. Ronde Barber, his name comes up in every single video I do. He got a strip on Adrian Peterson, and late in the 4th quarter, Ponder threw an interception to George Johnson, number 29. So the pass defense, giving up almost 400 yards a game. I think we held Ponder under 300 yards passing, and I know he picked up a big chunk in the 4th quarter. Adrian Peterson, he did his job. Had we not got the lead we had, he probably would have killed us for even more. So he was able to put up pretty good numbers on limited carries. Percy Harvin did his thing. one stat you gotta pay attention to is you know, some people may not notice is our kicker. He kept kicking the ball out. So Percy Harvin, I think he was only able to return one kickoff, which is very good because you don't want, granted, I think he had 9 catches in this game, but you don't want that dude returning kicks on you. He's like the Devin Hester of the Minnesota Vikings. So yeah, those turnovers I think were the key differences in the game. Doug Martin held it down. When my Saints review, I was saying they needed to control the clock and keep the ball out of Drew Brees' hands. Basically, they executed that plan in this game. They should have executed that last game when they had the lead. But they were able to, like I said, they're getting better and better each week. So they were able to execute that plan by, I think they had the ball for over 37 minutes. And y'all saw what Doug Martin did. 29 carries, 135 yards, 3 catches, 75 yards, a rushing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown. So Doug Martin is coming on, and he looked real good. They kept Vikes in check, but Mike Williams is over there quietly. They're underestimating Mike Williams, but in actuality, with all the attention going to Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams has excellent hands. Y'all can see he's making those sideline catches every week. The only really spot you kind of have to criticize is probably Roscoe Parrish. He was playing a little shaky. I think he put the ball on the ground when they punted it once. And, he just looked a little shaky. But I'm not worried about that because I know his track record. I like Roscoe Parrish as a kick returner, punt returner. So I know he'll get himself together. And I know he'll eventually break out one of these games. I know it's coming. Other than that, got a big game coming up. Traveling out to Oakland to take on the Raiders. So that should be a good game and a tough game. We were 0-2 on the road. Now we're 1-2. So like to keep that thing moving. So that's about it. And we'll see how this thing goes next week. Out.